It's week 4 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Packers and the Bears, next on Madden Football.
This place first opened 1857. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Until about the 23. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now it's Fields. Over the middle. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Following the fumble recovery, Carter escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carter. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Carter to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for him.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Man open is Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burt?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Montgomery on the counter, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Carter now. Off play action. Shifts by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing looking from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Back to throw is Carter on first down. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either. Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From his goal line here, Fields. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And again, and they'll go right back to their fullback. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Fields on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Fields on first down. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. It's Kingsley Enagbare finding a way in to bring him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he's going to go down again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
How about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even at the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards, they lost, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Carter to throw on 2nd down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Carter. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
One play action. Fields. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Operating from the gun, Carter. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Carter looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. The This time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Operating from the gun, Carter toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Carter. And he wisely will throw that one away. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Carter. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back to Montgomery on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Oh, what a move. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Operating from the gun. Carter. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Drive there of just 4 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, it's Fields. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Robinson's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started up in Motown, Kansas City, heading north to take on Detroit. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Amon